If it were up to you, how many kids would you have? Do you have any hidden talents? Yes. Someone asked if there are phases where we feel like we just can't stand each other.
Yes.
Thoughts on living with a boyfriend? Hello!
It's almost the end of the shift though. My hair is like spiky.
Hello and welcome back to the Life Unfiltered vlog series. Today I thought we'd do something fun and chaotic. Kevin is currently on a 36-hour shift. So the way that 36-hour shifts works is that they start at 6 a.m. on Saturday and they end 6 p.m. on Sunday. How is that legal? How are you allowed to work 36-hour shifts? Can you explain?
We don't have to go in if we don't get called in.
But normally you spend the majority of the shifts at the hospital. We have been on a
I slept last night.
shift. We will not say anything because we're superstitious.
There hasn't been a lot of fluff consults, meaning that like I go in and like I don't really actually advance patient care. We actually went to the operating room a couple times yesterday.
Okay, are you ready to answer some questions? These have been submitted on Instagram stories for you.
How do you deal with concern about 2 to 3 year age gaps?
Huh?
Is that even like a big age gap? Is that controversial to say? 3 years is fine.
Yeah, I feel like usually women tend to be more mature.
What?
And so like when you date a guy who's like a bit older than you, your maturity level matches a little bit better, especially when you're younger, because I feel like girls tend to mature sooner. Who would you say is more mature out of the two of us?
Depends on which aspect of life.
I would say I'm like further along in my life, like career-wise, because your thing just takes so long.
Yeah, my thing takes like the longest.
But in terms of like emotional maturity, what would you say, babe?
Depends on the day and time. We are equal. Let's say we are.
I don't think we're equal. I would say you are more mature when it comes to things related to...
We like to get riled up really easily, but if you like want to be put together for stuff, I think you might be more put together.
Okay, the people want to know, if we broke up, who would take the dog?
I don't have time to take care of this one.
So you don't want him?
Split custody. You can have him.
You don't want him?
He's cute.
Oh
But-
my god. Has anyone ever asked you for your number while you are working?
Yes.
Like actually?
Because they want to call me back. It's like, operating room is like, hey, are you available for our next case?
You know what I meant by that question.
No. Why
No
do
one-
you want my number?
No one has romantically asked for your number.
No.
No one has given you their number.
Not romantically.
Really? Are you
Yes.
sure? Maybe it was romantic and you just didn't know.
I don't think so. Have anyone done that for you?
No. I don't work in a place with
Patients don't do that with you?
my patients are not in the same age range as
Doesn't
me.
need to. Doesn't need to be in the same age range.
You're right.
Swapping the badge reel. This pink one is just a little bit too pink. But I got this trauma llama. This little llama has a little stethoscope on it, and it's purple, which is Miki's favorite color.
The people want to know, if it were up to you, how many kids would you have?
That's a tricky question. Maybe like 3?
Is that the right answer, babe?
No.
What is the right answer?
2? 5?
What?
The more the merrier.
Do you want like a whole like...
Yes, like a whole parade. You know, like those people on TikTok, they have like, here's Matthew, 12 years old, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Is that what you want?
Yes, like the staircase above us will be completely filled with, you know,
Of
like
children?
Yes.
You
yes.
want a big family?
Family's always been small.
I think we both came from really small families, so like we often think, oh, it would be nice to have like, you know how like I feel like everybody else has like, oh, like I have an aunt or an uncle or like a cousin,
yeah.
like somebody I can call on. Like neither of us have that.
We have a dog. Like
Make
26
it.
kids, one for every letter of the alphabet.
No,
Why?
that's too many.
For what?
For my uterus.
That's the only concern?
Yeah, are we sure we want kids?
You don't want kids? Oh my gosh.
How do you guys stay healthy despite your busy schedules? I don't know about you guys, but Kevin and I watch a lot of K-dramas. Recently, we've been watching King the Land, and one of my favorite scenes in that drama is where she gets sent to the countryside to dig ginseng. Do you remember that scene?
Yes, she found it.
Yeah,
she
and
found wild ginseng.
She did actually find it. My Asian parents have always loved having ginseng in their diet. They're always talking about how great it is. Studies have shown that it has the potential to increase your energy levels and also help with fatigue relief. We actually added it to our regimen quite a bit ago. I personally like to take the Korean red ginseng extract. So when you open it up, they come in kind of single servings like this. Korea Ginseng Corp is actually the world's #1 ginseng brand. They conduct over 400 quality and safety tests during every production cycle. In a study with 180 participants, those who consumed 3.6 grams of Korean red ginseng a day were about 1.5 times less fatigued than the placebo group. You can use Miki15 to get 15% off kgcus.com. I'll also leave it linked in the description box below. You ready for a little midday workout?
Stress relief.
We got these like, I don't know, maybe like 2 years ago.
Middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, we use it for stress relief.
Can I ask a question from the fans? How do we split up our chores?
How do we split up our chores?
You just delegate.
Kevin usually works close to 80 hours a week, so I would say on an average day, you go to work around 5:30, and then you get back around 7 to 8 p.m. or so. So there's really no time for you to do chores. Kevin will do the trash because trash is a boy's job. Laundry, I do make you fold your own laundry because now your closet is downstairs and they don't know where anything goes.
Sure.
What is your least favorite household chore?
Laundry.
Mine is probably the trash, but not the recycling. I like to do recycling.
I don't like
to do trash.
recycling. We have too much recycling.
Every time I go to the recycling bin, like, I can see all the boxes you never fully broke down. Someone asked if there are phases where we feel like we just can't stand each other.
Yes.
Really? When was the most recent time you felt that?
Last night.
Really? It's completely normal in a relationship to have times where you, not that you love them less, but you just feel more like annoyed by them, right? It happens.
Yes.
No, and I wish people would talk about it because I feel like on the internet everyone paints this portrait of like, oh my god, I love them so much, I care. And you do, but like sometimes you're just a little more annoyed and that's okay. It's completely normal. The reason that I feel like that happens is because you don't have a good ratio of how you're spending your time, because you want a healthy amount of spending time alone, a healthy amount of time with your partner, and then healthy amount of time with your partner with other friends. Yeah. Currently loving blueberries. It's one of my favorite things to eat. And it's a very aesthetic bowl, clearly. Do you ever argue about not having enough time to spend with each other, and how do you fix it? No, but let me tell you why. When you fight about something, I feel like the reason for fighting is usually if you can change something or solve something. Number one, there's nothing that we can do to change his work schedule. He has to work the number of hours that he has to work in order to become a good surgeon, and so that's that. And number two, he already spends almost all of his time outside of work with me, and if not with me, he's always very respectful to ask me like, hey, is it okay if I go do this? Or I'm gonna be doing this with so-and-so this day. So I never feel like I'm out of the loop or I'm not a priority. If I felt like I wasn't a priority though, I would definitely speak up. See if I can make this. I did not make it. Ready? No! Why is it so hard? Babe. Oh, I got it! Did you see that? You wanna try? Go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
See?
No, I used to be very good at this.
When we first started dating, this is one of the tricks that Kevin used to swindle me. Oh, so nonchalant, so nonchalant. Photos can have a blueberry that fell on the ground. Show off.
The roof.
Do you have any hidden talents? Yes, Kevin can actually juggle. Can you come and demonstrate? We're gonna give Kevin 3 chocolates and have him juggle them. Okay, ready?
This is like a weird shape. It's like have flaps on it.
Kevin tried to teach this to me. What did you say? I can't even do 2. How do I do 2?
2 flips. Oh.
What the frick? I
Can't do it
can't.
with 2 hands. Like.
There's our hidden talent. Kevin just tried to take a little nap, but he was woken up almost immediately by the pager. He's reading a scan to see what's going on with that person. A lot of you wanted to know if it's okay for your significant other to have a close friend of the opposite sex and hang out one-on-one with them. And it obviously really depends on every person and their circumstance and situation. I would say both Kevin and myself, neither of us have that close of friends of the opposite sex, but we have both certainly hung out with other people like one-on-one before. You need to be open and honest. You need to tell your partner before something is gonna happen. You need to tell them after something is gonna happen. It's certainly not normal to hang out with them like all the time, every day, and if they are choosing to spend time with them over you, I think that's when it kind of becomes an issue.
Well, I guess that's not my problem, but thanks. Alright, thanks. I owe you one.
People want to know what our love languages are. What is your love language?
All of them. Positive reinforcements of love.
Yes, Kevin needs words of affirmation. What is my love language?
Gifts.
No, it's not. Gifts is my last place.
Not gifts, like doing the acts of service.
Yes, which Kevin believes to be a gift.
Yes.
Oftentimes in relationships, you will see that a partner uses their own love language to try to solve the situation for the other person. You have to give love the way that they want to receive it, not what you want to give. Kevin slept through the whole night, right? I didn't hear the Peter go off once, did it?
No, they just got 2 epic messages.
Unheard of. He has never been on a 36 like this, so this is very unusual.
Nobody got messed up enough to see me.
You're doing such a great job. You are the best physician that I know. You are so kind and caring and loving, and you care about your patients so much. They are very lucky to have you.
You're welcome for this service.
Are you having a great time? Oh my god, that's too relaxing. What is the most recent gift that you have gotten for each other? I got you tickets to the Eras tour.
I got you a Chanel bag.
Oh, you did give me a Chanel bag.
Who wins?
It's not about winning, babe. Thank you,
True.
babe. I had to fight for our life to get those Eras tour tickets. Truly, like, a very life-changing experience of my life.
I have to go in a little bit. You want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll go with you. The people want to know, how long have we been dating? We are still not dating. We have never dated.
What do you mean?
You haven't asked me out yet. Lengthwise, I mean, we've been in Seattle for over 3 years, so we must have been dating for longer than that.
Yeah.
Handshake. I like to try Lucky's commands on Kevin sometimes and see if they work. Okay, we have received an urgent page, and by we I mean Kevin, so we are going into the hospital. I'll be sitting in the car reading books. Who is the leader in the relationship?
Me.
I'm sorry, what? Who is the leader in the relationship?
Both of us.
Yeah, I would say that we both are leaders in different ways. Like, we manage different things. I lead like all of like the household operations and all of those related things, which can take up a bigger percentage of our lives. So I think it may seem like I am more of the leader, but I would say Kevin is less flustered in certain situations, especially stressful ones. So he'll usually handle those and lead them because I get too flustered to be
You
the
cannot.
leader. I just delegate them.
So you still think you're a leader? You delegate them?
Yeah, we can call it whatever. Okay, the light has been green for so long. I didn't want to say anything, but it's been green for at least 3 solid seconds.
You're solid green.
At least a person. Oh, there was no one behind us. No wonder nobody honked. I was like, why isn't anyone honking?
Time to go save lives.
Okay, I'll be here. Thank you. Okay, bye. We have set up camp in the car. I have my little cup. I bet you guys are wondering, like, oh, like, why do you go with him to the hospital? You're not even doing anything. You're just waiting in the car. But when we have such limited time to spend with each other, even just like coming along for the car ride and just making him feel a little bit less alone, especially on weekends when everybody else in normal society doesn't have to work, but he has to work these like crazy shifts, I feel like it's great. And I also enjoy just spending a little bit more time with him. On the menu today, we have 2 books. Wabi Sabi sees the beauty in imperfection, appreciates simplicity, and accepts the change that is inevitable. So we're gonna read this, I think. Thoughts on living with a boyfriend? Personally, I'm an advocate for living with your significant other if your relationship is in a stable place, because basically you get half off your rent, but you still get like the convenience and like being able to like be yourself, because you can be yourself around a significant other much different than you can be around like a normal roommate or somebody, like even a friend, right? It's just not the same. You kind of have to have your guard up pretty high. The hardest thing about living with a significant other is what happens if you break up. So I think financially it needs to be a place where even if you guys broke up and one person had to keep the place, they'd be able to support themselves, or you guys can figure out some sort of arrangement to break the lease. Other than that, obviously, if you need to really have your affairs sorted in terms of where you are in that relationship, where you see yourself going, I would make sure that there are no big red flags in terms of finances, in terms of career goals, lifestyle habits. Like if you know that you wake up super early and they don't, and there are certain things that are going to tick you off, or that they are super messy and you're super clean, those are all things to keep in consideration. I would definitely try to do a trial run of living with them before officially moving in. You know, you guys can do some more like extended sleepovers, or even a vacation is a really good way to gauge somebody's living habits and make sure that you're actually compatible. Kevin and I, for example, are both not the neatest people. We're also not super dirty. We're kind of somewhere in between, and I feel like it's perfect because neither of us like really rubs each other the wrong way in that department.
Want to go to Wajimaya or something?
Yeah, how long has it been since you left us?
Like an hour and a half.
And we are finally ending the vlog with Lucky Ride eating his dinner.
Okay.
Somehow like Lucky will not eat unless we are sitting and supervising him, so that's what we're doing right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Don't forget that you are
10 out of 10.
and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!